Hello, I'm Adam.
Hi, I'm Joe.
And together we are the Maladjusted Misfits.
And this is the one where we talk about friends.
And we're alone in our home. You know what that means.
Don't say naked podcasting.
That's right, naked podcasting!
Oh, no.
Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that have stumbled across our podcast.
Every week we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And we break it down
And look up trivia.
and give our own maladjusted take on the whole Anna Vega-versary episode.
And we try to make each other laugh.
And fingers crossed one of you two.
That's true. Hello.
Hi, sickly sounding girl.
I know. I had a weird week last week. So I tried to make my travel so that I would be gone only one night.
Yeah.
Originally, I was going to fly and be home by like 11. And my first flight left at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
So he drove me to the airport because we don't live that far from the airport. He drove me to the airport, dropped me off. I got through everything. And then it was delayed for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Which meant that I missed my connecting flight in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I got to Chicago, the next flight wasn't for another 8 hours.
Oh, no.
And I had to be in Wisconsin for work as soon as possible. I was supposed to be there at 9.
Right.
And so I ended up renting a car and driving from Chicago to Wisconsin. And then my luggage was stuck on the original flight.
Right.
So I had to drive back to the airport to get my suitcase. And I didn't get that till really late. And then the next night when I tried to fly out at 3:30, that flight was delayed until 7. And I didn't get back to Chicago to catch my flight back home. And I had to run from, and you know Chicago Airport is huge. You've been there before.
No.
Yeah, you have.
Have we?
Yeah.
When?
I don't remember. One of our trips. But I had to run from, it's like as big as Atlanta. I had to run from one side to the other side to catch my flight.
Oh.
And then I didn't get home till 11:30 like it was originally planned. And I was supposed to get home earlier. So, yeah. And then I spent the whole 2 days with a guy who was sick, who I think got me sick.
Fun times.
Fun times.
Fun times.
Yeah.
The end of season 5
I
is
can't
coming up.
believe it.
Season 6.
Season 6. And we have a bonus episode and we have a movie we have to watch. We have to pick out a movie.
I told you to pick out a movie. You're like, let's watch all of the Jennifer Aniston movies. And I was like, I don't know if we have time for that.
And maybe I'll post something and have people suggest a Jennifer Aniston movie to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right. So, but what are we doing this week?
I forget. The one in Vegas, numero uno.
Part 1. What is the IMDb plot?
The gang go to Las Vegas to visit Joey. Chandler is angry when he finds out Monica had lunch with Richard. Ross and Rachel try to embarrass each other after an awkward encounter.
That's one way to put it. Our episode director is our producer friend, Kevin Bright.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't directed much since Friends ended in 2004.
Right.
He produces more things now. Although he did direct episodes of Joey and Man with a Plan, starring Matt LeBlanc, and he directed the Friends reunion special.
Oh, okay.
He said he's more interested in documentaries now.
Oh.
Human stories that inspire, make people think, and also have a laugh. So I think we should hit him up once we decide what we want to do as a documentary.
Oh.
We should have him produce it for us.
Right.
First, we have to come up with a subject.
We should do an American version of the Up series.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. I love the Up series. Have we talked about that on here?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I love the Up series.
The British Up series
documentaries.
Yeah.
Yep. Our episode writer is Andrew Reich.
Mm-hmm.
He has the written by credit. He also is an executive producer. He worked on the show for 7 years, spanning from season 3 to the 10th and final season.
Mm.
He also produces and hosts the podcast Dead Pilots Society, which features readings of unproduced pilots by top television comedy writers.
Oh.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And Ted Cohen also has the written by credit. Has 45 episodes from now until season 10. And I listened to a snippet of a podcast he was on called Screaming into the Hollywood Abyss,
Okay.
where he talks with hosts, writer Noah Evslin, who wrote Hawaii Five-0 TV show.
Okay. I'm assuming the new one.
Yes, the new one. And podcaster Dan Rutstein. And he talks about how hard it was after the end of Friends to even want to work on something else.
Oh.
A 10-year relationship ends and you spend the next 1 to 2 years comparing everything else to that relationship.
Right. I can't get back into that groove right away.
And everybody talks about like the camaraderie and the actors being able to talk to the writers and change things on the fly. And he's like, not every production is like that.
Yeah.
So I could see where that would happen.
Yeah.
What's our original air date?
Well, the original air date was May 20th, 1999. That week in the box office top 10 was Black Mask, where Jet Li stars as a survivor of a super soldier project who must fight his former comrades as a masked hero. It looks like an okay kicky movie.
Okay.
You're in the mood for something like that?
Sure.
Then we have William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, where the lovers' lives are complicated by city law, feuding fairy royalty, and a love. But we should check this one out sometime. Listen to the cast.
Okay.
Kevin Kline, Michelle Pfeiffer, Rupert Everett, Callista Flockhart, Anna Friel, Christian Bale,
What?
David Stratham, and Sam Rockwell.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a really good cast.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up is The Love Letter.
Mm.
The life of a provincial town becomes stormy after the appearance of an anonymous love letter. This looks like a silly little comedy with Tom Selleck and Kate Capshaw.
Aw.
A straight Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay.
And Tom Everett Scott. Remember him?
Yes.
He was the drummer.
Yes. In,
Do That Thing You Do.
I was going to say Do the Right Thing, but that's not the same movie. That Thing You Do.
And in the number one spot, by a large margin, Star Wars The Phantom Menace, where two Jedi escape a hostile blockade to find allies and come across a young boy who may bring balance to the Force. But the long-dormant Sith resurfaces to claim their former glory. Now, I don't know what any of that means, but the trailer looks exciting.
Oh, that's funny. Are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready.
All right. So this episode is the one of the few titles that doesn't begin with the one where or the one with. It just is the one in Vegas.
The one in.
Yep. Prior to the pilot, the main cast were taken to Vegas as they were told it would be their last chance at anonymity.
Aww.
So remember that?
Yeah.
I told you they producers sent them on a trip to Vegas to get to know each other.
Right.
But also because they were like, you'll never be able to do this again.
Right. You're going to be television stars now.
When Joey calls Phoebe to find out his ATM pin, she remembers him as 5639. On the alphanumeric keypad, that spells Joey.
Oh, my goodness. That's amazing.
His name is his pin number. I guess if you don't have the card, it doesn't really matter.
Why would you have to scrape it on there then?
Right? That's true. It is his name. Lisa Cash, who plays the flight attendant for Ross and Rachel, revealed that she was originally hired to portray a hotel worker who Chandler cheats on Monica with after their fight. They even rehearsed the scene, but Matthew Perry eventually went to the writers and convinced them to scrap the storyline as he knew the fans would never forgive Chandler for cheating on Monica.
Right.
And Matthew Perry talks about this in his book.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was like, there were two storylines I told him I wouldn't do.
Right.
One was to, like, go to the strip club in the morning for breakfast.
Oh, no.
And the second one was to cheat on Monica because they thought that would throw some drama in there.
Well, yeah, too much.
Yeah,
I mean, Ross just did the same thing.
Right. It worked out beautifully for them, so why not do it again? Jennifer Aniston did the entire naked sequence herself. The scene was written because Aniston told everyone while she was dating Brad Pitt at the time that Pitt was known for walking around their house in the buff.
Oh. They do say if you got it, flaunt it.
The song Rachel sings while she's naked is Love to Love You Baby by Donna Summer. Love to love you, baby.
You're doing the little dance.
Yeah, I am.
And we're naked.
That's right. We're naked podcasting. Matthew Perry later co-starred with Thomas Lennon, who plays blackjack dealer, Thomas Lennon, in 17 Again, and the 2015 to 2017 version of The Odd Couple.
Yeah, we watched a couple of those.
Yeah, they were fun. And finally, in this episode, Phoebe states that she lives by herself. However, 4 episodes later, in the one with Ross's denial, she says she has a roommate named Denise.
Because she just lies for no reason.
So is she lying about living by herself or living with Denise?
Denise.
I talk about her all the time. All right, what were your episode reactions?
This is fun. I mean, I think the second half is a bit stronger.
Right.
But Phoebe's attempt at making it the better vacation, but actually making it worse. And then the R&R fighting is actually pleasant in this one. Yeah, I kind of love it all. Don't come out here.
Don't come out here. I agree. This one is fun. I like the Vegas episodes because even though Chan and Monica have issues, it's not nearly as annoying as R&R.
No.
You know, their fights.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Their relationship fights. So Phoebe pitting London versus Vegas is funny, although London wins, hands down. I've been to both, and yeah, the clear winner is London.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice to go, we went to Vegas, but really?
Well, we're not Vegas-y people.
No, it's all right. I mean, we won a little money. It was fun.
Yeah, we had a good time, but we're like, okay, we can go home now.
It's time to go. Yeah. Are you ready to do some favorites?
Sure. Joe, what's your favorite line?
I'm going with Ross. You mean you weren't trying to entice me with your nakedness?
Oh, so disappointed. She was like, you saw me? He's like, oh no. And I'm going to go with when Joey utters the sentence, I have found my identical hand twin.
So weird.
It's such a weird thought process.
Yeah. He was like, wait a minute. Favorite moment, I like when Monica snaps and grabs the present away from Chandler and then opens it for him. She's like, okay.
You could have just put it in an envelope.
Right.
And I really enjoy when Ross is disappointed by Rachel's lack of enticement. Like,
yeah.
He comes in so
so
cocksure of himself. And
there's some cut lines in that scene that are really funny.
Yeah.
Favorite outfit? Gotta go with Monica's red sundress and sweater. So cute.
Yeah, and I held off on this last week so I could pick it this week, but Tribbiani the Gladiator, roommate to a neurotic Chandler, owner of an eaten meatball sub, and he will have his vengeance in this life or the next. My runner-up was Naked Rachel.
Yeah, of course. I mean... All right, themes we explored in this episode. Theme 1, Anna Vegaversary. We went to New York City for our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And then to Paris for our 25th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And then Iceland for our 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next trip, 35.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if the world's still here.
Fingers crossed.
Theme 2, Lunch with Richard. Richard.
Theme 3, London versus Vegas.
Oh. And theme 4, Naked Alone Time.
Yeah, naked alone time.
Everybody's got to enjoy their naked alone time sometime.
All right, we're going to take a quick break before the episode breakdown.
At a market in New York City.
Are you a rewards member?
Yes, here's my card.
Did you find everything okay, Dr. Geller?
I did. Thank you. Ooh, did you catch that smile? I think she may be interested in you, Dr. Geller. Although she could just be being polite. Let's see how this goes.
Do you have a reusable bag?
I do. Here it is. Oh, she is impressed by my conservation habits. She looked at me again. There's another smile. I think maybe someone's lonely tonight. Oh, Dr. Geller, stop it. You're being silly. Or am I?
Your total is $35.26.
Forget about it. She wants me. Here's my credit card, and how about you and I grab some dinner later tonight?
Here's your receipt. And no thanks. I have a boyfriend.
It's okay. No worries. Later, at the library.
Okay, Dr. Geller, you have a fine of $2.
Look at that smile. This librarian is into you. Oh, stop, Dr. Geller. You're being silly.
Hello, Earth to Dr. Geller. You want to pay this fine now or not?
I do. We are back. This week's story begins in Manhattan, more specifically the corner of Bedford and Grove in Greenwich Village, the residence of Monica Geller and Rachel Green. Rachel is perched on her living room sofa flipping through a magazine. Her friend, Phoebe Buffet, is visiting. The phone rings, and with that chime indicating an incoming transmission, we have some cut lines. Joe, if you'll read for Phoebe, we'll act out this short exchange that was trimmed from the program.
Okay.
Phoebes, could you get that, please?
Why? Just because you're too lazy to get up off your tushy?
No, it's just that of all the people in the entire world that I want to talk to are right here.
Aw. Okay.
Sucker. Then Phoebe answers the call. Hello? Oh, hey, Joey. And then we cut to 3,000 miles to the west in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joey is on the phone, and he's wearing his gladiatorial costume in the casino of which he is employed. Joey says, hey, Phoebes, listen, can you do me a favor? I forgot the PIN number to my ATM. Could you get it for me? And Phoebe's like, sure, where is it? Thinking it's in his apartment,
Right.
probably.
Somewhere written down.
And Joey reveals, I scratched it on the ATM machine down on the corner. Such an elegant solution.
That's the only ATM he uses.
Phoebe gets excited. Oh, so you're 5639? Phoebes is clearly taking note of the numbers scrawled on the ATM down at the corner. Relieved, Joey goes, that's it. Thanks, Phoebes. And then Chandler busts into the women's apartment with a hey, and Phoebe asks Joey Jojo, oh, do you want to talk to Chandler? And Chandler asks Phoebe, is that Joey? And after her nod of confirmation, he begs, let me talk to him. But on the telephone, Joey shouts, no, because he didn't believe in my movie, which was a big mistake because it's real, which is a normal thing to do. You always have to tell people it's real. You say you're at work because it's real
Right.
every day.
Yeah, I'm at work right now because it's real.
Phoebe passes this on to Chandler with a no head shake.
Then when there are a couple more cut lines, a casino boss goes, hey, Tribbiani, get back to work. Break time's over. Phoebe asks Joey, who is that? Joey tells her, my stunt double. Yeah, he's getting a little too familiar for my taste.
Just think of the poor pit boss actor who was probably watching Friends with his friends and family and his grandma, only to discover they cut him out of the show.
I know. I wonder if he acted that out. So.
But Chandler whines, you know what? I've been trying to apologize to him all week. If he's not going to let me do it over the phone, I'm going to come down there and do it in person. And Joey could somehow hear Chandler over the noise of the casino. And he tells Phoebes, hey, I heard that. Can you put him on? And Phoebe can and does. And Joey states, don't come out here. And Chandler opines dramatically, no. I support you 100%. And I want to prove that to you in person. And Joey states, I got that. I forgive you. Don't come out here. And Chandler's confused. You forgive me? You haven't been taking my calls in a week. And Joey states, well, I'm totally over it, Chandler. Friends forever. Don't come out here. Which was one of my runners-up for favorite line.
It's pretty funny.
A random tourist asks, would you mind doing a picture with us? What is with these Vegas drunks? He's on the phone.
Right.
I mean, you just wait a couple minutes.
Right?
Chandler asks, what was that? Joey states, entertainment tonight. Yeah, okay, so good talking to you. And don't come out here, all right? Jay Tribbs hangs up the phone and poses for that picture. Q, I'll be there for you.
Aw. So we're at Monica and Rachel's. Phoebe is entering. Phoebe, frantically calling out and looking around, shouts, Monica, I'm sorry I'm late. Monica? Monica enters now, also frantically calling out, Phoebe? Phoebe comes back into the living room. Oh, Phoebe, I'm so sorry. Have you been here long? Phoebe fibs and sadly says, it's okay. What the hell took you so long?
I'd be like, why were you in my bedroom?
Right? Monica prefaces, okay, you cannot tell Chandler, okay? I ran into Richard. Phoebe asks, which Richard? Monica says, the Richard. Phoebe asks, Richard Simmons? Oh my God. Monica, confused, says, no, my ex-boyfriend Richard. You know, tall guy, mustache, big tree. Phoebe goes, oh, okay, that actually makes more sense. So how was it? Monica goes, it was really nice. We started talking. I ended up having lunch with him. Phoebe shares, that is so weird. I had a dream that you'd have lunch with Richard. Monica goes, really? Phoebe nods. But again, Simmons. Go on.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like another lie.
For those of you that are not from the United States, you have to Google Richard Simmons. You'll get a kick out of that. So Monica goes on to explain, the strange part was he was really nice. And he looks great, but I didn't feel anything at all. Phoebe's surprised. Oh, so now why can't we tell Chandler? Monica tries to explain, because it would totally freak him out, and tomorrow's our anniversary. I just don't want anything to spoil that. And Phoebe coos, oh, I can't believe you guys lasted a whole year. Monica agrees. I know. Phoebe goes, wow, I owe Rachel $20. Monica goes, what? Phoebe covers with on a totally different bed.
Monica doesn't think that's true.
No. Chandler enters with a hey, and Monica greets him with it. It's almost our anniversary. Chandler goes, I know, can you believe it? 1 year ago today, I was just your annoying friend Chandler. Phoebe says, aw, now you're just my annoying friend Chandler. Monica excitedly says, I got you a present. Chandler points out, oh, but it's not till tomorrow.
Which is 110% a Joe thing to do. She cannot make it to the actual event before giving a present.
I can't wait.
I usually get my birthday presents in February, maybe March. My birthday is in September.
Sometimes they're concert tickets. Monica's still excited, says, I know, but you have to open it today. Chandler agrees, okay. And he starts taking his time opening it. And while we're waiting for Chan to unwrap, what is going on with that tie? It looks like something from the credits of a really old Pixar movie.
Right. They'd have like light jazz playing over.
Yes.
It's very 90s Art Deco too.
It's weird.
But it's like an alien attacking a city.
I have no
is
idea.
Something on fire? I can't tell what's going on.
It's very colorful. Finally, Monica snaps. Monica grabs the gift from him and shouts, okay, while ripping off the paper. There you go. It's 2 tickets to Vegas. Chandler says, wow. Monica goes, for this weekend. Oh, gosh, it would be perfect. We get to see Joey, plus we get to start our anniversary celebration on the plane. We could call it our plane-iversary.
Ooh.
Chandler asks, do we have to?
Do we have to?
Monica dejected says, no. Chandler says, okay, this is great, but Joey said he didn't want us any of that. Blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Chandler says, okay, this is great, but Joey said he didn't want any of us out there. Monica says, pshaw, okay? He just doesn't want us to go through any trouble. Think of how excited he'll be when we go out and surprise him. Plus, we get to have our own Anniversary.
Ooh.
Anniversary.
And yes, Joe has done this every time we have traveled. Anytime we get on a plane, I hear all these little Monica-isms.
It's hard to come up with them. Chandler mocks, yeah, I think we should see other people. And Monica asks, but we can go, right? Chandler affirms, yes, it's a great idea. And they kiss. Phoebe interjects from the couch. Okay, I'm going to go too.
Uh-oh.
Chandler points out, Phoebes, it's kind of his and Monica's anniversary. Phoebe scoffs, oh, please, you are not going to ditch me again like you did with London.
What?
Monica reacts, ditch you? Phoebe, you were pregnant with the triplets. Phoebe goes, great story. I'm going. Rachel and Ross enter with highs and greeted with heys, and Phoebe excitedly shouts, hey, you guys, listen, this weekend we're all going to go to Vegas to surprise Joey, including me. You want to go? Rachel says, well, I guess I could take a couple days off work.
They look thrilled that she's inviting everybody on their anniversary.
I know, they do. Phoebe shouts, of course you can take a couple days off work because this trip includes me. Rachel remembers, oh no, wait a minute, I've got a presentation tomorrow. I can't miss that. And Ross also remembers, oh, but I've got tickets to the Van Gogh exhibit. I've been waiting like a year for this.
And then we get some more cut lines. Chandler coughs at that. Art lover. And then Ross kind of turns around and asks, what'd you say? And Chandler kind of shrugs and goes, I said art lover. And Ross asks, is that supposed to be an insult? And Chandler defends, I don't know. I'm very tired.
It was a cute little scene. Monica was like reassuring him. So Ross says, so Rach, maybe you and I could fly out together Saturday. And Rachel agrees. That sounds great. And Ross says, yeah, all right, I'll call the airlines. Wow, as someone who spent like 8 hours chatting with like 2 different airlines last week, I cannot imagine the wait on the phone actually talking to someone.
Right.
I love chat because I can do other things while
Right.
I'm waiting for them to respond.
Right.
Calling and making reservations? Olden times.
Yes. Sup with that whack making reservations sup.
So Rachel agrees. Okay, yeah, that would be nice, actually, to have the apartment to myself for a night. Phoebe points out, oh, yeah, so you can walk around naked. Rachel goes, no, so I can be by myself, you know, have a little alone time. Phoebe agrees, yeah, naked alone time.
Naked alone time.
Rachel points out, no, Phoebe, just because I'm alone doesn't mean I want to walk around naked. I mean, you live alone. You don't walk around naked. Phoebe goes, why do you think it takes me so long to answer the door?
Wow.
I mean, if every time you answered the door and she was wearing a bathrobe, then you might be like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? No, she has to get fully dressed while you're waiting at the door.
That would take me some time.
All right, next we join Chandler, Monica, and Phoebe in an airplane cabin. Chandler next to the window, Monica's in the middle, and Phoebe has the aisle seat. It's lucky that Phoebe got to sit with them since she bought the tickets at different times.
I know, that is so weird.
Phoebe queries, so far this trip to Vegas, better or worse than the trip to London? And Chandler tells her, it's pretty much the same. We're in a plane.
Right.
They're all pretty much the same. Some are bigger.
Yeah.
But Phoebe is pulling out all the stops. Okay, but what about after I give you these candies? And Chandler takes the candy and goes, yeah, I guess it's a little bit better now. He doesn't seem enthused. He's just kind of placating her.
It's all right.
Phoebe is pleased and pulls out her scorecard. Aha! Okay, Vegas 1, London 0. I'll be back, and then she heads off to drop a deuce. Chandler tells Mon, happy plane-iversary. Monica's like, oh, I love you. You did my stupid thing. And then Chandler asks, can I give you your present now? Okay. And Chandler starts to dig through his carry-on and goes, oh, man, don't tell me I did this. And Monica gets really excited. Oh, I love that. I forgot the present fake out. And Chandler ponders aloud, how do you feel about the I really did forget the present, please forgive me, not fake out? It bothers me a little bit that we never come back to the present.
Right. What was the present?
I had to wait for the whole new season to start.
Right.
And still.
It's their 1-year anniversary. It was probably good.
I'll never know.
We'll never know.
Monica's forgiving. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You can give it to me when we get back. I guess. I don't know. Chandler muttered, oh, that's the worst thing that can happen on our anniversary ever. Just as Phoebe returns 3 pounds lighter.
Oh, my God. She went and got a magazine.
Then she breaks the #1 rule of sales. You never open your mouth unless you know what the shot is. She goes, oh, good. All right. You decided to tell him about the Richard thing. And Chandler smiles, asking, what Richard thing? And Phoebe does her, oh, no.
Oh, no.
And Chandler asks more intently, what Richard thing? And Phoebe stage whispers to Mon, Simmons, go with Simmons. But Monica relationships with the truth. Okay, I ran into Richard yesterday, and he asked me if I wanted to go for a bite, and I did. The only reason I didn't tell you is because I knew you'd get mad, and I didn't want to spoil our anniversary. Now, Chandler states, I'm not mad. And Monica probes, really? And Chandler goes, yeah, so you bumped into Richard. You grabbed a bite. It's no big deal. But his tone suggests otherwise.
It sure does.
Monica gives a half-hearted, great. And Phoebe pulls out her notepad and mumbles, Okay, London won.
And the scene ends with a cut line from Phoebe. This is going to be a real horse race.
But Monica and Chandler are sitting in an uncomfortable silence.
Yeah. So Monica and Rachel's coming out of the bathroom after a shower wearing only her bathrobe, walks into the kitchen and opens the fridge. As she bends over to grab a bottle of wine, her robe falls open and she quickly closes it again with a oop.
Oh, silly me.
But then realizes she didn't have to do that. She closes the fridge, stands next to the table, thinks about it for a little while, and Rachel takes off her robe. Look what happened. Inner monologue time. Huh? Check me out. I'm in my kitchen, naked. I'm picking up an orange. I'm naked. She goes into the living room, lighting the candles, naked and carefully. And she backs up a bit.
All that time they had that ugly naked guy across the thing. Nobody ever walked around naked.
No.
Now they're doing it all. He would have been proud of her.
Cut to Ross's apartment. He's sitting at the window looking at an art book and he's turning the page. He glances up and notices something. Ross also with inner monologue. Oh my God, that's Rachel naked. I can't look at that. I'm looking at this. Looks back at his book. Okay, vivid colors, expressive brushstrokes. Unless she wants me to be looking at her. She knows I'm home. She knows I can see her. What kind of game is she playing? I think maybe someone's lonely tonight. Oh, Dr. Geller, stop. You're being silly. Or am I?
His inner monologue is a little terrifying.
Yeah, it's very weird. I mean, we all know he needs therapy, so his inner monologue's got to be right up there. So cut back to Monica and Rachel's apartment. Rachel's singing along with the song and dancing while facing the big picture window.
Right.
Rachel's singing, love to love you, baby. Ow!
Okay, you only get one of those.
I know. There's a knock on the door, and she turns off the music and puts on her robe and goes to answer the door. I won't sing it again. There's another knock, and she goes, damn it! Looks through the people, turns on the lights, and goes, ugh. And opens the door to Ross.
I love that she goes, ugh.
I know. It's like, why?
I'm having naked alone time.
Right? Ross is leaning against the door jamb and goes, hey, can I come in? She goes, yeah, if you want to. Ross asks, do you want me to? Rachel passively says, yeah, sure.
Which is what you answer when I ask you if you want to watch anything. Do you want to watch this movie? Yeah, sure.
Do you want me to watch this movie?
Can't you just say yes or no?
Ross answers, so do I. He slowly walks in. Okay, Rach, before anything happens, he takes off his coat. I just want to lay down a couple ground rules. This is just about tonight. I don't want to go through with this if it's going to raise the question of us. Rachel's confused. Okay, I just want this to be, he kicks off his left shoe, about what it is. Kicks off the other one. Rachel, very confused, says, and what is it, Ross? Ross seductively says, the physical act of love.
Oh my goodness.
And that's when I would have laughed so hard. And he makes a hissing or something, like, Rachel. Rachel busts out laughing. What? Are you crazy? Ross teases, oh, so you weren't trying to entice me now with your nakedness? Rachel gasps, oh my God, you saw me? Oh.
Yes.
Ross's tone changes. You weren't trying to entice me with your nakedness?
I talked it up so much in my head, I was sure.
Rachel's still laughing. No, you actually thought I wanted to have sex with you?
Yes.
Ross, defeated, goes, no. He grabs his coat. No, grabs a shoe. No, grabs his other shoe and heads for the door.
We finish off the scene with a few cut lines. Joe, if you be girl R, I'll be boy R.
Rachel goes, oh, wow, I'm sorry, but Ross, you kicked off your shoes.
Can we just forget that ever happened?
Yes, of course. Absolutely. You're right. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, I guess I'm going to go pack.
Okay, wait. One more thing. Do we still need to settle the question of us? Ross storms off embarrassed.
He does.
thought those cut lines were really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, they were funny. I liked that she was like, you took off your shoes, man. Next, we return to Sin City, Glitter Gulch, Las Vegas.
It's called Glitter Gulch.
I looked up synonyms for Las Vegas.
All right.
Glitter Gulch came up.
Sounds good.
We get the typical Vegas and gambling B-roll as For the Love of Money by the OJs is playing as C&M wander into a packed casino with Phoebe in their wake. There are so many extras in that room.
There are.
The casino doesn't much look like the real Caesars.
No.
And they have those old-timey slot machines with the handles you pull.
Yeah.
You know, now they're these giant, brightly lit things with a button, and I'm not a gambler, so they're just tedious.
I was very disappointed at the slot machines. I couldn't wait to go and put a quarter in and pull the handle, and there's no fucking handle to pull.
No, they just have a little,
And you don't even get coins. You get a card.
Yeah.
And you put your card in. It was so disappointing. I'm sure it's easier for Las Vegas, but whatever.
It's less fun for people who never gamble.
That's right. I want to pull the lever, damn it.
The people who sit there with a beer just pressing that button over and over again seem to be enjoying themselves. I don't know. But on with the show. Phoebe yells, catching up, "Hey, you guys, wait! This place is so much better than London, okay? This lady dressed like Cleopatra gave me a coupon. 99-cent steak and lobster dinner, huh?" And Monica points out, "Phoebe, you don't eat animals." And Phoebe replies, "For 99 cents, I'd eat you." And as much as I'd like to comment on that comment, I'm just going to let it go by.
Oh.
I'm just going to let go.
I'm so proud of you.
Phoebe then looks over the breadth of her new domain. Okay, I can totally settle down here. It's got everything I ever could want, including Joey. Look. And she points to gladiator Tribs posing with two elder women. And Phoebe continues to squeal as she makes her way over to Joey. Chandler gives an OMG, and Phoebe yells, "Hey, Joey!" And Joey sees his mates, and his anxiety spikes. He hugs Phoebe, and Chandler greets Joey with a "Love your condoms, my man," because of Trojan condoms. Of course, the Trojans were the first to use on their to prevent unwanted gladiators.
I don't think that's historically accurate.
If it's not, I'll bleep it. Joey stammers, "What are you guys doing here? I thought I told you not to come." "Don't come here." Phoebe needs clarification. "Why are you dressed as a gladiator?" And Joey tries to think of a lie not involving a raccoon. It goes, "Because I'm shooting a scene right now. Yeah, I play a gladiator. Hold on a second." This is where we can see Joey's acting, because he's acting as if there's a crew. "Can we cut? Yeah, my friends are here. I'm going to take a little break." Monica asks, "Who are you talking to?" And Joey continues the charade. The director, her. And he points to an older lady who just kind of walks off. Side note, this older lady, in the wider shot, when Joey asks to take a break, you can see her looking for her mark on the floor where she's supposed to stand.
Aww.
She's like,
Grandma Nan. I want to do a good job. Is this where my mark is?
Joey finally admits, all right, Shutter Speed is not a gladiator movie that takes place in a casino. I work here. And Chandler asks, "Why? What happened?" And Joey explains, "Well, the movie got shut down because they ran out of money, and I'm working here till it starts up again, if it ever does." Monica expresses her sympathies with a, "I'm sorry." Then Joey apologizes. "Look, I'm so sorry I didn't tell you." Then to Chandler specifically, "I'm sorry, man. Just didn't want to admit you were right."
Aww.
Chandler shakes this all off, of course, because he's got Monica-sized fish to fry now. No, that's okay. Apparently there's a new policy where we don't have to share everything with everybody. And Monica shakes her head and goes, "I knew you weren't okay with that." Phoebe immediately tries to change the subject. "So, wow, you're a gladiator." But Joey wants to know what's up with C&M. And Phoebe tells him Monica had lunch with Richard. And Joey guesses, "Dawson?" Let's see, survey says. Nope, not Dawson. Phoebe adds, "No, but that would have been so cool." Chandler informs his gladiatorial friend, no, her boyfriend, Richard. And Monica justifies, it meant nothing, okay? After all this time, how can you not trust me? And Chandler snides, when you go lunching with hunky mustache men and don't tell me about it.
He's really upset about Richard because he was there for their relationship.
Yeah.
And he saw how much she loved Richard.
Right.
Because if it would have been like, I ran into an ex-boyfriend, his name is Richard, and we had lunch, he'd be like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Right. Yeah, he did see the Richard thing.
Yeah.
Monica concedes, you're right. I'm sorry. I should have told you. And Chandler actually thanks her and seeing them hug.
The fight is over.
And Joey awes. And Phoebe chimes in with, I love Vegas. Then Monica trips up here. She goes, I promise you next time I will absolutely tell you. And she goes to hug him again, but Chandler kind of pushes her away, asking, next time? And Joey goes, oof, so close. And Phoebe's making the same face, like, And Chandler insists, there's not going to be a next time. You cannot see him again. And Monica takes this as an assault on her constitutional freedoms. I cannot see him again? I mean, you can't tell me what to do. And Chandler mocks her. That's so funny because I think I just did.
Oh.
And Monica is about to make him get out of a cab on a bridge. You know what? If you're going to be acting like this all night, I really, I don't want to be around you. And Chandler uses Ross's fine with me, but without all the hatred.
Yeah.
If you put that by in instead of a with, it's a fine by me.
Right.
But Monica tells him, fine, happy anniversary. And Joey gets between the two and tries to smooth things over. Whoa, guys, please, come on. This is obviously just a big misunderstanding. This works about as well as it does for me when I try and stop an argument between Joe and the girl kid.
Hey.
Both C and M start to argue with Joey, so Joey gives up. Hey, don't look at me, I just work here. And then he takes his leave.
That's what you say too.
Fine, I just work here.
Now we're in an aircraft cabin. Ross and Rachel are on their way to Vegas. Rachel explains as she takes off her sweater. Okay, Ross, I'm really warm, so I'm going to take off my sweater. And I'm just letting you know that this is not an invitation to the physical act of love.
Oh, boy.
Ross sarcastically goes, yep, that's hilarious.
We don't know what's going in inside that little noggin of yours.
Rachel apologized. I'm sorry. I'm done. Ross points out, last night was embarrassing for you too. Rachel scoffs. No, not really. Then a couple more cut lines as Rachel continues. I mean, you've seen me naked hundreds of times.
But Ross goes, but it was the first for the rest of my building.
Which is funny. Rachel goes, okay, all right, that's true. But I just don't embarrass that easily.
Well, yeah, if you look like that, you could walk around naked in the street. Nobody would care.
No, yeah. Ross shock goes, what? You totally get embarrassed. Rachel admits, no, I don't, Ross. I think I'm just a more secure person than you are.
Wait until you go jogging with Phoebe.
Ross scoffs, is that so? And she goes, yeah. Pause before Ross shouts, loudly so that everyone can hear. Hey, lady, I don't care how much you want it, okay? I'm not gonna have sex with you in the bathroom. Rachel sinks lower into her chair, trying to hide.
Oh. Next, we cut to Chandler and Joey in a hotel room. I'm not sure whose room it is. Joey changed, but Chandler has his bag, so IDK.
Yeah, I don't know either. But Chandler is wearing one of my favorite outfits. And did you notice he has on blue suede shoes?
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you haven't purchased me a pair of blue suede shoes.
I wanted to. I bought you a red pair when we went to the Bahamas, remember? But you won't wear shoes like that.
I would.
It's Converse or nothing.
It's not. Anyway, Joey is running his fingers over the plume of his gala.
Is that what it's called?
That's right. I Googled the proper names of the helmet and stuff. And the plume is normally made from horsehair.
Oh,
yeah.
That's interesting.
Joey is expounding on his costume. In Roman times, this was used as more than just a hat. Travel Chandler gives a sarcastic, really. And unfazed, Joey elaborates, yeah, sure. They would scrub the floors with it. They would use it to get the mud off their shoes. And sometimes underneath the horse would get so dirty they'd stick it right up. But Chandler interrupts him at this point. Go, Joey, I can't believe this is how I'm spending my anniversary. Joey is still upbeat. All right, well, I'll take you someplace nice. Look, a guy tipped me $100 today. And Chandler gives a genuine, whoa.
That's pretty cool.
And Joey tells him, yeah, he was playing. He gets really New York here for some reason. He was playing blackjack for like an hour. He won $5,000. Can you believe that? $5,000. And Chandler takes this idea and runs with it. Well, he trots with it. You know, if I won $5,000, I'd join a gym, build up my upper body, and then hit Richard from behind with a stick.
That was almost my favorite line because I love it when he says, hit him with a stick.
So 2 things here.
Yeah.
First, Chandler mimics poking Richard from behind with the stick.
Right.
Swing the stick like a bat. Come on, man. And second, doesn't he still have his gym membership?
Yeah, and a joint checking account.
Yeah. Once they're married, I assume Monica cleans all that stuff up. But right now, I think it's still all there.
Right.
Joey then gets what I have termed the gambling addict's epiphany. Wait a minute. Why don't I do what that guy did? I'll take this 100, turn it into 5,000, and then I'll turn that into enough money to get my movie going again. And Chandler wishes a sarcastic good luck, but Joey reassures him, Chandler, I don't need luck. I have thought this through. And Chandler responds with,
I see.
Chandler then shakes his head at Joey. And then I just realized they don't all go see Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That's rude.
That is rude. They're all there.
Yeah, you think the girls would be like, we have to go see Chandler's
dad. Right. We went and saw a burlesque show when we were in Vegas.
Yes.
It was a zombie burlesque show,
yeah,
remember?
It was zombies, yeah, but not drag queens. They weren't drag queens. You still want to see some drag queens, don't you?
Yeah. All right, we're at the casino bar. Phoebe and Monica are sitting at the bar while Wayne Newton's signature song, Dankeschön, is playing in the background.
Oh, I thought that was a Ferris Bueller song. I had no idea Wayne Newton sang that
Really?
song.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Monica and Phoebe thank the bartender for their drinks, which look like screwdrivers, but it could be something else. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Monica's depressed. I can't believe this. This is like the worst night ever.
Worse than when Pete nearly died in the ring? Worse than being locked up in the bedroom while R&R fight? Worse than finding out you slept with a high schooler?
Okay, you had 3. You're done now.
As agreed.
Phoebe goes, Monica, you had a minor setback in your relationship with Chandler. Big deal. It's only Chandler. Monica turns and stares at her, to which Phoebe apologizes. I am so sorry. Monica, this is crazy. I mean, it's such a stupid argument. I don't even want to see Richard again. Phoebe advises, so go fix it. Go find Chandler. He's probably up in your room. Tell him that you're sorry and that you love him. Monica says, you know what? You're right, Phoebe. You're right. Thank you. She gets up to find Chandler. Phoebe says, sure, as Monica walks away. Phoebe shouts, yay, Vegas #1!
Not according to the stats. Vegas tourism was down 7.5% in 2025, due to our booming economy, no doubt.
Monica's walking through the casino past the craps table when she notices a chip on the floor and she picks it up and heads over to the table. She holds up the chip and says, anybody lose this? The Crooper. I looked it up too.
It's croupier.
He calls out, coming out, place your bet. Monica does so. Dice are out. The woman next to Monica rolls the dice. Double or nothing. Pay the front line. Monica won and doubled her chip. Monica likes this and goes,
What? A competitive person getting sucked into gambling in Las Vegas? No.
I know.
Back to the R&R flight. Ross is reading a magazine and Rachel is reading a book. I feel like that's backwards, but I did double check. A random dude coming down the aisle squats next to Rachel and says, so, I'm on my way back to the bathroom. And Ross finds this amusing, but Rachel does not. Telling the dude, yeah, all right, just keep walking, all right?
I like a little hand gesture.
Ross continues to giggle as Rachel quickly plots her quid pro quo. She hastily leans forward and kisses this large ginger nut's head in the seat directly in front of Ross. The guy turns around like, WTF? Rachel quickly says, Ross, what are you... I'm sorry, sir. I just think he really likes you. And Ross kind of stares frightened. Jump cut to later. Ross is drinking and leans over to the window seat guy saying, "Hey, you know that teacher who had that baby with her student?" And he slyly points at Rachel and goes,
I love it. Adam's doing the gesture and everything. It's so funny.
Then we jump cut again as Rachel pushes the call button. Then she grabs Ross's drink and dumps it in his lap. Ross, shocked, goes, "What the what?" And right as the flight attendant walks up, Rachel conveys, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you have any extra pants? My friend seems to have had a little accident." And Lily's like, "No, we don't have pants. We're not here for your amusement, lady."
We're back at Caesar Palace Casino. Joey's approaching one of the blackjack tables on his quest to make enough money for his movie.
Oh.
Joey says to the dealer, "Can I change 100? And he hands him his chip. The blackjack dealer, who I said before, is Thomas Lennon, who we mentioned earlier. He was also in Reno 911.
Yeah, he looks so little and young.
I know.
And I really liked him in the next episode.
So like the blackjack dealers do in Vegas, he shouts, "Changing 100, gives him the change and says, "Good luck, sir." Joey bets all 100 and says, "Let's ride." There's his first mistake. You start small, work your way up. $10 bet.
Why have him break the 100 if he's going to bet the whole 100 anyway?
Blackjack dealer deals the cards. 13. Joey says, "Hit me." So he does. Oh, man. Joey busts and loses all the money. But when the dealer starts to collect the cards, Joey notices something. Wait! He holds his hands next to the dealer's hand. Cut to Chandler's room. Joey is relaying to Chandler his amazing discovery. Joey rushes in. "Chandler, you are not going to believe this. I have found my identical hand twin." Chandler, who's laying on the bed, upside down.
I like he crawls and stands up to go, "What?"
And Joey shouts, "My identical hand twin." Chandler goes, "What's an identical hand twin?" "What's it sound like? It's a guy with my identical hands." It was incredible, Chandler. The dealer's hands were exactly like mine. It was like looking at my hands in a mirror. Chandler sarcastically, "Are you sure you weren't looking at your hands in a mirror?" Which is also one of my favorite lines.
Yes.
Joey excitedly says, "Don't you see what this means? I can forget about that stupid movie. I'm going to be a millionaire." Chandler, still totally confused, goes, "How?" Joey explains, "Look, I don't have it all worked out yet, but it's gotta mean big money. Come on, identical hands." Chandler again, "I must go back to how." And I love the little gesture he makes with his mouth and his hand. How? Joey says, "This is Vegas, man. People will pay to see freaky stuff. Okay, how much would you pay to see this hand?" He holds up his left hand. "Twice. Huh?" Chandler goes, "I can't really put a price on that, Joe." Joey gets upset. "Hey, are you unsupporting me again?"
Why, are you going to fly back home if he doesn't unsupport you a second time?
Chandler recovers quickly. No, I support you 100%. I didn't get it right away. Now I'm caught up. Identical hand twins. It's $1 million idea.
No.
Then we have a couple more cut lines. Joey grabs a disposable camera. You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Those didn't last very long.
No.
Joey says, "Right, I know. Okay, all right."
What's that for?
"Well, I got him document this before the dealer gets off his break."
Chandler pulls out the I see for a second time.
Yeah.
Joey starts to leave to embark on this genius money-making scheme, but is freaked out slightly when he goes to open the door. There's a mysterious knock. He calms himself down and opens the door to reveal Phoebe.
Yeah, and I like Phoebe's dress with all the buttons or whatever all over it.
Yeah, it's cute. Mm-hmm. Phoebe greets the guys with a hey, and Joey shouts, "Phoebes, I found my identical hand twin." Phoebe points out, "Oh, you are so lucky."
I like Joey's little turn and spin and glaring at Chandler. See?
To Chandler, "Hey, so where's Monica? Did you guys make up?" Chandler sadly goes, "No." Phoebe states, "But she just came up here." Chandler goes, "That was Joey."
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Phoebe goes, "I wonder where she is. That's so weird." Chandler sardonically. Well, she's probably talking to Richard.
Come on, Chandler, snap out of it.
Phoebe scolds Chandler. Would you stop that? You know the first thing she said when she came back from her lunch with Richard? She didn't feel anything for him. She loves you. Chandler goes, really?
Oh, I didn't let her get to that part.
Phoebe goes, yes. Now she feels terrible. She really wants to make up. You gotta find her. Chandler excitedly, okay. Chan leaves to find her. Phoebe goes, good. And after he leaves, she puts on Joey's gladiator helmet and checks herself out in the mirror. I should really start wearing hats.
I mean, that dress and that hat, I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
Very cute.
We jump back down into the bowels of the casino. Chandler's looking for Monica while Tom Jones sings about how not unusual things are. Chandler spies Monica playing craps, and he stops and watches, and she wins and hugs some rando next to her. And Travel Chandler, who is always grumpy, turns and leaves disgusted. And then we go to the pseudo tag for this two-parter. We return to R&R flying to Vegas. A sleeping Rachel rolls onto Ross's arm as he's doing a crossword puzzle. And Rachel stirs and Ross gets a look that says, light the bulb. He looks at the pen and looks at her. And then we cut to the plane landing. And as the passengers disembark, the flight attendant is doing the not unusual, welcome to Vegas, welcome to Las Vegas, welcome to Las Vegas. And Rachel then steps out and we see she now has a mustache and goatee drawn upon her visage. This affront was, of course, perpetrated by none other than Ross Geller. The flight attendant asks, did you enjoy your flight? And Rachel, oblivious to Ross's scheme, goes, yes, I did. Thank you very much. It was excellent. The flight attendant then tells Ross, hope you had a nice flight. And Ross chuckles, oh, it was the best. And that's the end of the episode.
That's it for part one.
Part one. Cut and print.
All right, we're going to take another short break. We'll be right back. Monica, I'm sorry I'm late. Monica.
Phoebe. Oh, Phoebe, I'm so sorry. Have you been here long?
It's okay. What the hell took you so long?
Okay, you cannot tell Chandler, okay? I ran into Richard and we had lunch.
Which Richard?
The Richard.
Richard Simmons? Oh my God.
No.
Dawson? He'd eat more.
Nope.
Dean Anderson? You had lunch with MacGyver?
No.
Jenkins?
Is Richard Jenkins a household name?
Maybe not, but it would be cool to have lunch with him.
Well, it's not that Richard.
Let me think. Nixon's dead, I think.
Yep. How long are we going to be doing this?
But Richard Harris was alive at the time of this recording in 1999.
How many more of these can I expect?
Duh. Richard Dreyfuss.
No, you blathering idiot. My ex-boyfriend, Richard. You know, tall guy, mustache.
Oh, okay. That actually makes more sense. So how was it?
I forget. All right, we're back.
We're back. What did we learn from this episode?
Joe, what did you learn?
Phoebe is the reason why Mon and Chan had their fight. But she's also the reason she sends them both to find each other. To make up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cause of and solution to
all of our problems.
And I learned that Chandler is Mr. Poopy Pants when he travels.
I know. What the fuck?
He's always in a grumpy mood when he's traveling.
Yes.
And hand twins are a thing. I didn't know that before.
Nope.
And Joey managed to get hired at the hotel he was staying at.
I know.
Are
That
you
is
even
crazy.
allowed to do that?
Maybe. What are your final thoughts, Adam?
I had a subplot for the guy sitting next to R&R on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had friends that would prank him all the time. So he was sick of it. And he was trying to get away from them for a while. And then R&R happened to be sitting next to him. Poor Marcus Attilius.
Oh my God. Ross made a lot of assumptions about naked alone time. And his wet pants is where he draws the line. Get it? Draws the line. Never mind.
It's What a Rest Tracker. Well, the prior count was 6.
Yep.
We had 0.
Yep.
So their overall count's still 6. And I'm beginning to fear we aren't going to reach double digits.
No, I don't think he wears a sweater vest in this Vegas part 2. And we don't have any Magnadoodle to track because we didn't go into the guy's apartment this week
Nope.
or last week, and we won't be there next week
Nope.
either.
Bummer.
What's our IMDb rating for this episode?
It's 8.6 stars out of 10 with 5,600 ratings.
All right, we didn't have anybody write in this week, so I pulled one off IMDb. Here you go.
Okay. All right, buckle in, people. It's going to be a rough ride. This is just titled The One and Biggest Part 1. It is great to see the friends going on another trip. And it is even greater to see how Phoebe invited herself to go with Monica and Chandler. She is still upset about not being in London. I am glad the writers brought it into the story and makes it even funnier. Like when she was making the list of Vegas versus London to see which trip was better.
I do like that.
The story on how Monica saw Richard is all right. I don't agree with Chandler, who forbade her to see Richard. People doing it in relationships deserve to be dumped.
Oh, forbidding them to see. Yeah.
You should forbid people that forbade you to do things. But it's interesting that she had an issue with it. She has no problem to control him.
Yeah, she controls him a lot.
Yeah.
That's true.
Love the story of Rachel trying to be naked in the apartment and Ross thinking it was an invitation to the physical act of love. He was hilarious when he came over and started throwing off his shoes. Very nice.
I thought that was funny. All right. What are we doing next week?
Next week we end season 5 with The One in Vegas Part 2.
Part 2. Tell us your synopsis.
Well, Phoebe lurks as Joey tries to convince his hand twin to grab on with both hands. R&R consume too much alcohol and beers. And seeing him decide to do the Vegas wedding thing. And then a bait and switch ensues.
Yes. And next week's episode probably has the line that we say the most from Friends.
Yes.
I won't say it.
No.
Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
I am ready.
All right. After that horrific plane, trains, and automobiles trip I had last week,
Yeah.
I kind of just laid around on the weekend and didn't do a whole lot.
No.
What was that TV show you watched with the black and white, like, animation? What was that called?
Oh, Uzumaki.
Yeah.
It's based on a Japanese comic book.
Okay. It was really good. I
Yeah.
didn't think I would like it. Like, I didn't think I would get into it. I was tired and not paying attention. And
Right.
then all
I
of a
just
sudden,
turned it on because you were playing on your phone.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to watch this again. It's freaky. It's
It
weird.
is. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
You'll have to watch the other episodes.
And then we watched Hostile Dimensions.
Yes.
That was pretty funny. You had seen it before.
Yeah.
You had watched it while I was on my trip, right?
Yeah. And I was like, it's short. It's like a hour 15.
Yeah.
It's a little independent movie.
Yeah.
I think they're in Scotland or something. I'm not
Right.
sure. But it was fun.
Yeah,
it was
it
a
was
cute
fun.
little movie.
It was a little, like, there were some jump scares, but other than
Yeah.
that, it was really funny. I liked it. Yeah. And then you watched together
Yes.
with Allison Brie and Dave Franco.
Yes.
I did not watch it, but I called you right when you were getting to a really queasy part, and you were like, answered the phone like, oh! I was like, what? And then we watched Friendship again. We just turned that on. Yeah, that was good.
I started Friendship for the dogs while I was going to
Right,
pick you
when
up.
you came to pick me up, because the dogs, if
Because
they
it
don't
was
have
like 11
music-
it was 11 at night.
yeah, if they don't have music on, they'll start barking at every little noise. So we
Yeah.
usually play music or turn on a movie for them. So.
So they watched Friendship and we finished it.
And we finished it when I got home. Yeah. All right. Are you ready to let these people out of here?
Yep.
We're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. If you're enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
Or maybe rate it and or leave a review.
And if you want to contribute your thoughts or reactions to the podcast, send us your musings and we'll share them on the episode. You can also write just to say hey.
Yeah, come on. We'd like to hear from more of you misfits out there.
Check the show notes for details. You know how to get a hold of us.
Joe, are you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always.
Sure.
You weren't trying to entice me with your nakedness?